Lexical prefilters, when you need more advanced or dynamically defined prefiltering for vector search. Lexical prefiltering is powered by a new search operator, dot vector search, not dollar vector search, that supports filtering on any operator or compound collection of operators of a search index. Geofilters, check. Lexical analyzed full text fields, check. Dynamically defined search paths, check. Welcome to your new favorite way to perform vector searches. All right, let's talk about the vector search basics here just to get things started, talking about filters, pre-filters, and then we'll get into the lexical pre-filter part. So vector search basics. Currently in MongoDB search, vectors are indexed into a data structure called a hierarchical navigable small worlds index. This facilitates finding approximate nearest neighbors in high dimensional space. When you do a vector search, literally every document that has a vector is a match to that vector with some distance relationship, be Euclidean distance, cosine distance, dot product, and so on. So every vector is related to another vector by some distance. So you have to specify some limit to constrain how many documents you want returned. And with vector search, generally, you're only looking for the best match or the best few matches. You're not trying to get an enormous amount of documents. In order to get to the number of documents that you'd like to return, the data structure, the index needs to navigate a number of candidate vectors to see how far they are distance-wise from the query vector. And this is a very important number because this will constrain the search process, and it will only visit this number of candidates that are within the pre-filter that is provided. So let's talk about pre-filtering. Pre-filtering narrows the scope of vectors to consider. And we'll look at this in a little bit more detail in just a moment. And you could do post-filtering as well. You could retrieve back a number of documents and then post-filter those based on some criteria. The issue with post-filtering is that in order to get the number of documents that you'd like returned, you may need to over-request, possibly even every document, to be able to prune to the desired limit. So pre-filtering is a very important step in vector search. Maybe it's a multi-tenant situation. Maybe you're trying to filter by a geospace or within a category, and you only want documents returned that are within the criteria of that pre-filter specified. So there's two ways to do pre-filtering right now. There's the dollar vector search stage, and this stage is powered by the same vector search index that is in the other stage as well. So it's very consistent in terms of how the mechanism works. The difference is really in terms of how the pre-filtering capabilities are implemented. And so with the dollar vector search stage, pre-filters are only on basic scalar types. So exact string match or a numeric, very basic field type matches. And one thing I'm going to mention is that one advantage to the vector search stage is we now have auto embedding support there as well. That is not supported in the next thing I'm going to talk about. So if auto embedding is something that you're after, then you're going to want to use the dollar vector search stage currently. So now there's also the dollar search. This is the lexical search stage, and this has supported full text search on string fields where strings get analyzed and the words of the strings become indexed and become searchable, and you get full fidelity, relevancy ranking there as well. And it also, of course, supports the scalar types that also the vector search supports for pre-filters. But in addition to the scalar types and the full text fields, it supports geographic, geospatial indexing and queries, and it also supports dynamically indexing any or all fields of particular types. There's a rich capability to dynamically map fields across all documents in your collection. This dynamic mapping, geo support, and full text are unique to the dollar search, which we're calling the lexical search stage, but only lexical because that's where the full text capabilities are, but also, again, geo or the dynamic indexing. The dollar search stage supports many search operators to operate on all of those different types that I just described. And within that dollar search stage, there is now a dot vector search operator. And that dot vector search operator allows for pre-filtering just like dollar vector search, except with the ability to support any of the lexical or dollar search index fields that are supported for indexing and querying. And another really cool feature is being able to control the score and boost by a particular field value, say, with again, on the lexical side of things, using that dot vector search operator. And again, currently doesn't support auto embedding, but I expect that to evolve in the near future. So let's again talk about the dollar vector search stage so we can see what it's missing that we need with the lexical prefilter. So again, scalar type supported, Boolean date, object ID, numeric, string, UUID values. Those are the field types supported. And for a string field, it is an exact value match for that, not an analyzed field in terms of what we know in the lexical world. And so in the dollar search sense, this is considered the token type mapping. And the prefilters use an MQL syntax under dollar vector search, and that syntax is different with dollar search dot vector search, and we'll see that in just a moment. Okay, so now why we're here, lexical prefilters, dollar search dot vector search. Again, every searchable field can be pre-filtered, lexical, analyze strings, geospatial, dynamically indexing fields, as I've said before, and it uses a different syntax than dollar vector search for its operators. And yeah, just a different syntax there, but same basic matching capabilities plus these other types. Let's take a look at an example. Simplified the example down to two-dimensional vectors and only 3 documents. That's all we need to explore this space for lexical pre-filtering. So these 3 documents have an ID, 1, 2, 3, numeric. They also have a name field, capital 1, capital 2, and capital 3. That capitalization is important just to showcase that lexically we are using analyzed text for our pre-filters. So I'll come back to that in just a moment. And then a 2-dimensional vector for each one of those documents so that we can easily kind of see this plotted out. So here are our documents plotted in a 2-dimensional grid, 1, 2, 3. With those 3 documents, we are going to index that, and this is the index configuration for those 3 documents here for our collection, where it's 2-dimensional vectors. We're going to use the Euclidean distance similarity measure for our computations, and we're going to use dynamic true. So we're going to index every field type that is supported by a search index, and then searching that search index that is built using the dollar search stage and then the dot vector search operator on the vector path. We have a query vector somewhere in that grid. We'll plot that in just a second. You'll see that. And we only want 1 document back. We want the most closest document to that query vector. And we're going to let it just go ahead and do num candidates 10. It's irrelevant in 3 documents case here. It's going to explore every document for this. But again, we only want 1 document back. We want the 1 best document, the closest one, within a filter. Okay, so we're going to constrain that document space so that it looks like this. So our filter is going to, lasso is going to only include document 2 and document 3. It's not going to include document 1. And you can see where our query vector is here. So our query vector is closest to 1. We'll see the actual numbers here, but we only want 1 document that's closest within that shape. So the document that we're actually aiming for here is document 2. In terms of a pre-filter, this is the syntax in the dollar search sense. So we're going to use a filter. We're going to use a compound that allows us to specify multiple operators that can be ANDed or ORed logically. And so here, lexically, we're looking for document 2 and document 3 in the name field. And I used lowercase text here for the query. So that's showing that it's a lexical pre-filter and that the text has been analyzed and we're able to search regardless of case. The case got lowercased in the index and it gets lowercased during the query time as well here. Let's take a look at the distances here. So document 1 is the closest document. Document 2 is the next one. And document 3 is a distant relationship to the query vector. And so in terms of pre-filtering here, if we were going to post-filter this and we wanted 1 document back, and so we didn't have a pre-filter here, we would do a query and we would get document 1 back and we would miss document 2. So we would actually have to over request and request at least 2 documents, but we don't really know how many documents we have to request. So doing a post filter here is not really the right answer. We want to do a pre-filter so that the search process skips over documents that we don't even want returned. Okay, so I'm going to run the query here, and I printed it out here at the top here so you can see the full search pipeline. So again, this is the same query vector we saw graphically, and we're going to limit 2 here just so that we can see 2 of the documents come back. And our filter is the same filter that you saw here. The output here is showing as objects, but it's actually the compound should of those 2 and 3 documents there. And I added an extra piece here to showcase that within the lexical pre-filtering, we can actually boost documents dynamically as well. This is a capability that you can't do with the $vectorSearch stage, and it's a really powerful feature here. I'm just doing something a little bit contrived here, and I'm just boosting by the value of the ID. Remember, the IDs are 1, 2, 3 numerically. If a document for some reason didn't have an ID, it would get boosted by 0.5. And then I use add fields here to output the search score. It's the computed multiplied by the ID score of the vector distance. And then I output the score details so that we can see the math that took place. And here we go. So 2 documents back, both of the documents that were in that lassoed pre-filter range. And this is document 2 comes back first. And we can see here that we have the score is 1.1 here, and that is the product of 2, which is the ID of document 2, times the actual vector distance. So it's times this. And then on document 3, we multiply by the value 3, but it's a much lower distance, much lower score, so a much greater distance, an inverse of the distance score here, and then we multiply that by 3. Even multiplying by a higher number than document 2, it still wasn't enough to push it into first place. So it only gets a score of 0.6, whereas this one gets a score of 1.1. And that's a wrap. This is lexical pre-filters, a very powerful way to filter your vector documents instead of using post filters and having to over request, or using a $vectorSearch stage that has limited pre-filtering capabilities. Lexical pre-filters.